Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, blessing, salutations to all the hopeful like Akim, serving the truth, righteousness, and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth, giving all diligence to make their calling and election sure. Alright, so this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 54. It says, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother, and toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. All right, so the part we want to focus on is this part here. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother. And that's one of the curses that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai put upon the nation of Israel, so-called blacks, Latino, Native American men, is that our eye will be evil toward our brother. There's no togetherness amongst Israelite men. All right. So when Yahweh Shai woke us up to this truth, and he brought us back to this understanding, and part of putting off the old man, a part of seeking the Lord is the love you show towards your brother. Being brotherly, showing that brotherly love. Genuine brotherly love. Okay. Not just showing brotherly love for the sake of, for a look, but showing brotherly love because that's what's in your heart to do. This is the book of not First John, but this is the book of John, chapter 13. I'm gonna start at verse 4. It says, he riseth from supper and laid aside his garments and took a towel and girded himself. After that, he poured water into a basin and began to wash the disciples' feet and to wipe them with the towel wherewith he was girded. Then cometh he to Simon Peter, and Peter saith unto him, Lord, dost thou wash my feet? Yahweh Shai answered and said unto him, what I do thou knowest not now, but thou shalt know hereafter. Peter said unto him, thou shalt never wash my feet. Yahweh Shai answered him, if I wash thee not, thou hast no part with me. Simon Peter saith unto him, Lord, not my feet only, but also my hands and my head. Okay, it says, Yahweh Shai said to him, he that is washed needeth not save to wash his feet, but is clean every whit. And ye are clean, but not all. So basically, it says, verse 11, for he knew who should betray him, therefore said he, ye are not all clean. Well, basically the point is, man, right before Yahweh Shai was crucified, man, he put himself in a spirit of humility and washed the disciples' feet. And spiritually, that's what we doing for our brothers, for brothers and this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Okay, we are spiritually washing each other's feet by the love that we show to each other. Okay, by the mercy we show to each other, the compassion we show to each other, the forgiveness we show to each other. And this is the point right here. I'm going to verse 34 and 35. It says, a new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another as I have loved you, that ye also love one another, By this shall all men know ye are my disciples, if ye have love one to another. And that's a beautiful scripture, considering the fact that, coming out of the world, coming out of that nigga spirit, where you don't even speak to the next man, the next Israelite man. If anything, you might be have like a staring contest to see who the hardest. All right, but the Lord brought together all of us men from different walks of life, different ages, and assembled us. Adonai Ratazah, we are the elect, and assembled us throughout the various cities and countries. According to whatever region. And a lot of us, if we didn't have this truth, we probably wouldn't deal with each other or talk to each other, or we don't have anything in common for the most part. A lot of brothers do, but certain men probably wouldn't deal with each other. But through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, working through each individual brother, it allows brothers to get along, okay, to show that brotherly love to each other, you know, the way Yahushua showed it. Um, um, to forgive each other during times of disagreements, you know, and the Lord Yahushua set the foundation for that. All right, I'm gonna read that again. It says, "A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another as I have loved you, that ye also love one another. By this shall all men know ye are my disciples." And that's very true. You know, the love we have for each other uh, sets us apart and also makes us holy. Because, for example, if you go somewhere with a group of brothers, let's say you go out to eat, you know, to get some food, we walk in a restaurant, you know, the spirit that brothers is coming in is not in the nigga spirit. The way we deal amongst each other, man, we like, it's almost, you feel like a little kid when you with your brothers, man. You know, it's genuine. People stare, they wonder. You know, people will wonder, are they part of a fraternity or you know, we are, you know, Lord willing, we're a part of the elect. But we're a part of a brotherhood, man, and we're representing for the Lord Yahushua. And the way we carry ourselves, the way we interact with each other, you know, people take notice to that, man. And that's what sets us apart. And if we continue on, man, you know, it's going to be shown who is the Lord's chosen. Okay, and you know, that's what makes us different from all of these people in the world, from all of these niggas in the world, you know, how we deal with each other, you know. Let's see what I wanted to get, Romans 12 and 10. I'll go to the book of Romans. This is the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 10. It says, "Be kindly affectionate one to another with brotherly love, and honor and preferring one another." You know, and that's a great scripture. Be kindly affectionate one to another. Okay. It says with brotherly love and honor, preferring one another. So when you're dealing amongst your brother, you know, you don't deal selfishly amongst your brother. You know, anything you do, you want to think about how it could benefit brothers to come after you. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you go buy some food, you know, you thinking in your head, you know, in the world, you would be calling up your girl like, what you want from the store or whatever. But in its truth, man, we calling brothers like, hey, brother, you need something? You go buy something for yourself. You might get it for a brother. You know, for example, let's say cleaning up after yourself, because a brother got to come behind you. Um, um, you know, just multiple things you could do to prefer your brother. You know, if you know your brother likes to watch a particular TV show, when he come over, man, you know, you're gonna be like, hey man, you wanna watch this? You have it queued up for him already, preferring his needs over yours. Okay, and the brother, knowing brother's gonna be like, nah, brother, that brother gonna prefer your needs over his, man. And it's just back and forth brotherly love. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna read that one more time. It says, "Be kindly affectionate one to another with brotherly love, and honor, preferring one another." Yeah, putting your brothers first. You know, serving your brothers. Okay. And let's see. First time. I'll be shot. Bear with me. But yeah, man. So you know, that's the point. You know, the Lord wants us to be brotherly, to love each other. Okay. You know, the scriptures say, roughly paraphrasing, let me see, how can you love your brother? I mean, how can you say you love the Lord and you don't love your brother? Okay, who you see? You know, you can say you love the Lord who you have not seen, but you don't love your brother who you seeing. All right, so the way you treat your brother is a representation of how can I say this without butchering it? You know, the way you treat your brother is a representation of your respect for Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right. Now everything ain't gonna always be all peachy creamy between you and another brother. All right, but at the end of the day, you know, you wanna make whatever situation, you wanna make it right. You know, sincerely make it right, and not just make it right for the sake of to save face or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But you wanna be genuinely sincere when you're dealing amongst your brother. You know, the same way you would deal with if Yahweh Shai was standing before you. Because if Yahweh Shai was standing before us, man, you know, we would walk in fear. You know, that little fear, that little anxiety you get when you go around a brother, that's the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. You know, when I say anxiety, I mean like you careful not to you just careful about how you deal with brothers. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you may feel a feeling of anxiety. For example, if I go around elder brothers, you know, I feel a feeling of not necessarily anxiety, but there's a level of respect that's gonna come over me. That's gonna control how I conduct myself with those brothers. Okay, even brothers that may be, if you will, of the same caliber as you, on the same level as you. You know what I'm saying? There's a level of respect that come upon you. That's the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay, because when you go out here in the world and you deal amongst these niggas in the world, man, you just move around. You know, or I can speak for myself. I move around. I don't show dudes in the world the same love that I show to brothers. You know, in the truth. You know, you have a brother come from, let's say, California and come all the way to Detroit, and it's like we always knew each other because the love, we all had the same understanding in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai on how to deal amongst each other, how to treat each other. You know, so that was just a quick exhortation through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. So